Assalamu ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Sukhan Unplugged. Today it's a special 14th August episode and we wanted to do something special. So we have a very special guest from Turkey with us. Thank you for taking your time. And we'll be talking about her experience in living in Pakistan and what does she want to change about Pakistan other than climate. So we'll talk about it. First of all, thank you for taking our time. I would like you to introduce yourself a bit. Where are you from Turkey and when did you come to Pakistan?
My name is Türkan. I am from Turkey. I born in the eastern side of the Turkey. The city name is Erzurum. But from last 30 years, we stay in western side of the Turkey in Yalova.
Right.
And we are 7 sisters. And my father is a farmer. My mom is housewife. And I am the third born of my family. In 8 October 2014, I came to Pakistan.
Okay, so why Pakistan? Why not India? Why not America or any other country for that matter?
When I graduated from the high school, then actually to go abroad country it was not in my mind or to study in abroad country, because in Turkey there is no other language of the English to talk with the people, and if we go to abroad country it will be very difficult for us. Just obviously, as usual, I also want to study in UK or France, in another country, but because of some financial issues,
Right.
I choose the Pakistan because Pakistan is Muslim country. I can do my hijab easily, and as a Turkey also, we are also Muslim. Then I choose the Pakistan for to come. This is the big reason for me to come here.
So
The little bit destiny is also.
yeah, of course. So what was your family's reaction when you decided that you are going to Pakistan? Were they scared? Were they excited? Happy about it?
Actually, when I decided to come Pakistan, first time I heard about the Pakistan and I searched about it in the media. Pakistan was just like terrorist country and wars, earthquakes. No one can go, no one can stay there. What media was showing us in the TV or nets.
Right.
My family, obviously, they were not expecting that I will go there. In the maybe first 2 to 3 months, they didn't take me serious that I will go. At the last, when I get my visa, then they get to know that I am really serious to come Pakistan. Before the coming, obviously they doesn't want me to leave Turkey, because in Turkey I didn't leave them. I didn't go any other city for the study, but after 1 or 2 weeks they also get used to it.
So how was, let's go back to Turkey for a moment.
Yeah.
So how was it growing up in Turkey with a big family, mashallah, 7 sisters?
Yeah.
So how was your childhood? Did you have
My
any fond memories from that day?
My childhood, actually, yeah, we are 7 sisters, but I am really very lucky to have that parents, especially my mom and dad. Like, I never feel that we have money or we don't have money. My father, he doesn't feel us.
Right.
What I want, I get it. What I said, I did it. Yet sometimes, yeah, they are also involving to my life, but this is the parents, what they do. My childhood was so good.
Coming back to when you decided to come to Pakistan.
Yes.
So your parents were a bit skeptical, they were a bit scared, and
Yes.
then you yourself researched and saw that Pakistan has a lot of issues.
Yes.
There is terrorism, climate is like earthquake. So were you scared when you
No.
were coming here?
No.
You were excited to come to Pakistan?
Actually, I have one big personality. I cannot change it. If I want to do something, I will do it. Even family is not with me, even my sister were not with me. But if I want it, I want to do it. I want to experience by myself that things is right or wrong. If I see the wrong things, obviously I will go back.
Right. So tell us one good thing about Lahore, or hopefully more than one good thing.
One good thing about Lahore, biryani.
Biryani, okay. So here's the question. You tasted biryani for the first time when you were in Lahore, or you were familiar with biryani before?
No, obviously in Pakistan.
Okay.
There was no any experience about Pakistani food.
And I'm going
When
to
I
ask-
came
yeah.
here, after maybe 1 or 2 months, I was just in hospital and taking drip because of the oily and spicy
Oh.
food. When I used it, maybe after 1 year, I used it to eat Pakistani food.
So I'm going to ask another very controversial question.
Yes,
The question is biryani with an aloo or without aloo?
without aloo.
That's a very controversial question. It's as controversial as Lahore versus Karachi. It's
Without.
biryani without or without. Okay. So then you started your journey as a student in Lahore.
Yes.
So which university did you go to?
Actually, in my first year, I take English course
Right.
because I don't know how to talk Urdu. I don't know how to talk English.
Right.
1 year, the journey was to take English course. Then I went to Turkey back for the summer vacation. Then I came. I take my admission in UCP, University of Central Punjab, in BS Psychology. Yes.
How has been your journey as a student at the
Worst.
university?
Worst.
Why not? So why?
Actually, if you don't know language,
Yeah.
it's impossible to survive. You should give too much mehnet. Otherwise, if your CGPA is below than 2, they can drop you from university. I study much. I give too much effort because I don't want to mean that like, okay, she changed the country, she went to study there and she did nothing and she came to Turkey back.
You didn't want to be called a
Become
failure.
a failure. Yes, I don't
Right.
want.
So when you started your journey as a student here,
In
so
2015.
2015, so did you find a good group of friends who were to support you? Because I understand when a teacher is teaching,
Yes.
so they will go with the flow. They are not going to stop for one student.
Yes, yes.
But then you find your group, you find some group of friends who
Yes.
are there to help you outside the university, who do you hang out with, eat with. So did you find some really good friends here?
I can say that obviously for the one student, teacher is not going to explain all lecture
Yeah.
for you to just in English language. But when I came to here, I searched about it. The education language is the English. But when I came here, all lectures are in Urdu.
Yes.
If I will talk about the friends, I am not that much lucky about the friend side. But it just in my last year, I find a good group of friends.
How did you survive for all these 4 years of your study if you had a linguistic problem, you didn't understand Urdu very well in the start?
Yes.
So how did you cope up with all those difficulties?
I just study.
And
And I said that I will learn this language.
so who taught you Urdu?
Me by myself.
Yourself?
By myself. In my home, we were 7 Pakistani, and as a 1 Turkish I was. What they were saying, I was just translating. I was just listening them. By myself, I learned.
And then-
I didn't take any course or any help from anyone.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you that what is the one thing that you really appreciate about this country? You really like about Pakistan?
Yes, they are so hospitable. To whom you are going, they give everything. Family, environment, hospitality is very much. I like
And good food.
these things.
And good food.
Yeah, good food be their behavior
Yes.
towards to us.
And one thing that you would like to change about Pakistan?
Rikshawala uncles.
What do you want to change about them?
Actually,
Their attitude, I'm guessing.
attitude be like in my first rickshaw experience, I know the way where to go. I know how much money I should pay. But when they see as a foreigner, they just try to take much money. They are just doing 50 minutes or 5 minutes journey to 50 to 1 hour. Rickshaw uncles should be changed.
Ajab. So you have been teaching in Pakistan as well, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. From last 7 months, I am teaching in Hallmark Academy as a Turkish teacher.
So how is
Yes.
that experience from being a student to becoming a teacher? Do you feel any change?
Experience based. Already in Turkey also I was working in the summers. I was helping for my family. But in another country to work and to earn money is different things.
Yes.
But I am happy with my students.
So what's your future plan now? Do you want to go back and pursue your field of study?
For the future, I will go to Turkey back, and with me, like, how can I say, I will first of all job.
Yes.
After job, I want to start for my master.
Right.
Yeah, master in Turkey.
Okay.
Then
And then
let's see
you-
what will happen.
Okay. But your area of study is psychology, right?
Yes.
So you want to work with other people, or like a clinical psychologist, or you want to go in research? Have you thought about that?
Actually, psychology was not in my mind when I when I was choosing the department. I want to choose media
Right.
or English, but because of my family, I choose the psychology department.
Right.
I think so. I will go with the school psychology or child psychology.
Okay. So a bit of a generic question, but I'm sure you must
Yeah.
you are regular in meeting other people of Turkish community in Pakistan as well.
Yeah.
So what is the general emotion or sentiments toward Pakistan? Are they overall happy with the experience?
No.
What is the biggest challenge they are facing, or the
Weather.
problem they weather?
Weather, food, dress, everything.
And what about the language?
Obviously, biggest challenge is language.
Language.
After that, these things are coming.
So any particular message that you want to give to my fellow countrymen on 14th August?
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say that in everywhere, before the 14th August is coming, all the streets everywhere like Pakistani flag and balloons, dress, cakes.
Yeah.
We can see everywhere green and white. The last 5 years, I just attended 2 to 3 like kind of celebration.
Where
Yeah.
was that?
It was in my hostel. Yeah, my friends were celebrating,
So how-
cutting the cake.
Oh, so they
Yeah.
cut a cake on 14th.
Yeah.
That's really nice of them.
2016,
Right.
14th August, I went the border of Waka border.
That must be very crowded on that day.
Very crowded. Like, if the border or door will be open, I don't think so. There was going to be one more war between India and Pakistan. That much crowded.
Yeah, it's very crowded. But how was the experience?
It
Going
was
to that
too much.
ceremony?
Like, I feel that is my country. I am just blowing the Pakistani flag. I am just shouting Pakistan. What is Pakistan? Ke matlab kya? La ilaha illallah. For the moments, I forget that I am not from Pakistan.
And you became part of that
Yeah.
large movement. That's
Yeah.
great to know. So Pakistan and Turkey historically have good diplomatic relations.
Yes.
And we have been allies in economic fronts and on political
Yes.
and diplomatic fronts. So what is the general sentiment about Pakistani nation and Pakistani country, Pakistan as a country in Turkey? So if I go to Turkey, for instance, and I
Yes.
mention I'm from Pakistan,
Brother.
what would I expect from?
You will be their brother.
And-
Actually, in Turkey, we love the Pakistani people. Even in Istanbul, there is street, Pakistan street.
Okay.
You can see everywhere Pakistani shops, restaurants. Actually, as a Turkish people, we have much sympathy to the Pakistani people, because in 1914, when there was war in Turkey, just there was one country who helped us
Yes.
in that difficult situation. That was Pakistan. That's why Pakistan has different place for the Turkey.
So now you're going to talk about the non-Pakistanis who are outside Pakistan. So
Yes.
what would you recommend? Do you recommend this country to visit, have a good time here?
I can say that if they want to stay for the future in Pakistan, before the coming, just learn Urdu. Otherwise, it is difficult to survive here. And as a visit, Pakistan is the best country in the northern areas.
Right.
As a visit and tourist place, they can come to visit. And for the studies, I am not that much sure
Right.
because of my experience. Not for the studies, but maybe for the visit as a tourist, they can come to Pakistan. They ask me, people are asking me like which places you visit in Pakistan. I'm just saying these places. They said which one is the most good. I'm saying Multan. Multan, there is nothing to visit maybe, but the Multani people, their hospitality, I love. I really love the Multan.
So thank you for taking your time
Welcome.
and giving us this short interview. And we
Welcome.
hope that rest of your stay in Pakistan is much better than
Inshallah.
it has been. And good luck for your future
Thank you
career
so
and
much.
life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.